top, right? But I want you guys to understand the success formula, okay? Now, the first thing is desire, right? So you need the desire, you need a burning desire. So you need desire, right? Plus skills times faith equals success, right? Desire plus skills times faith equals success. I'm going to be breaking down every single point in this success formula that allow me to get to where it is that I am, right? So desire plus skills times faith equals success. Now, today's call, I'm really going to focus on the desire, right? Because desire is the starting point of everything. And I'm going to get into desire in a second. But that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. Because if you understand desire, it will really open up your life. It will open up anything you want, you can achieve it, right? So let's really break this down. Let's look at the definition of success, right? The definition of success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, right? I'm going to say that again. The definition of success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So you got to understand that success is a moving target, right? It's something that you're going to be continuously going after, right? You know, some people in the outside world, they say, yo, this guy is 22, making 10,000 a month. He's successful. But for me right now, I'm disgusted. I need chairman 25. And David told me that. He said, when you get to 10, you're going to want 25. And I said, what are you talking about, mate? I said, when I get to 10, I'm going to be laughing, right? I'm going to be good. I'm going to be able to get everything I've ever wanted. But now all I can think about is chairman 25. All I can literally be thinking about is chairman 25. That's all that's on my mind. 25, 25, 25, right? So you guys gotta understand, that is success in itself. If you're continuously going for the next level, that's success. The moment you become unsuccessful is when you become content, right? When you get comfortable. Your comfort zone is your broke zone. So if your level, if success for you right now is a certain level, that's not success. Success should be you understanding that you're always going to be wanting to get to the next level. That is success. Because when you're always striving to get to the next level, people in the outside world, they're going to deem you as success anyway. But for you, you're always going to stay hungry. And hungerness is the difference between someone that makes $1 million a month, $1 million a week, compared to someone that makes $1 million in their lifetime. Or someone that doesn't even make $1 million. The difference is hungerness. So you never want to get comfortable. And it all starts from your desire. So let's look at this. Desire, I want you guys to write this down. Desire is the starting point of all achievement. All right? Everything you want to achieve in life will start with your level of desire, right? Everything and anything you want to achieve in life will start with your level of desire, okay? Now, right now, when you're coming up in the game as a Platinum 150 or even a customer in this call, right? Customer 2 and 3, Platinum 150, Platinum 600, your desires right now might be pretty low, okay? But what you have to do, you have to raise it really high to achieve what it is that you want, okay? So right now, you know, we're going to say success is chairman 10 for you, right? Success is chairman 10. So that's the burning desire. Now, how do you know something is a burning desire? All right, I'm going to break down desire for you. So if you get this, I'm telling you, it's game over. How do you know something is a desire, right? Now, guys, because people say, I desire this, I desire a Rolex, I desire chairman 10, but do you really desire? I'm going to show you how you understand what desire is, right? It starts with what you're focused on. What are you really focused on? All right? If it's a desire, there will be a tremendous amount of focus that's going to be directed on what you say you want. And when I heard that, it blew my mind, right? Let me show you guys something because I don't just talk this stuff. Right now, I'm not in my house, right? Right now, I'm not in my house. In my house, you will see a whole different story. But what do you see right there? Is my Chairman 25 flyer. Right? I'm seeing the next level before it happens, right? If you actually saw my house and you saw my room, you would see signs everywhere. I kid you not, right? You join some of my Zoom calls and you see signs and it looks like, literally, it looks like the wallpaper in my house are my signs. There's not even a shade of wallpaper you'll see Chairman 25. I've literally locked myself up in my room, so all I see is Chairman 25, and that's my tremendous focus. Because if I'm seeing it all the time, I'm going to be thinking about it all the time, right? Now, let me break this down for you guys, okay? So as I said, It starts with what you're focused on. If it's a desire, there will be a tremendous amount of focus that will be directed on what it is you say you want. So if you say you want Chairman 10, there'll be a tremendous amount of focus. Not a little bit of focus, not quite a bit of focus, a tremendous amount of focus. Now, if we go back to Earl Nightingale, right? The strangest secret. What did he say the strangest secret is? I'm going to see if you guys are following me in the chat right now. What did Earl Nightingale say the strangest secret is, if you guys are listening to what that audio talks about, right? If you don't know, I'm going to say it right now. Earl Nightingale says the strangest secret is that men simply don't think. And when I heard that, it blew my mind. I said, listen, my friend, I'm thinking about things all the time. What do you mean men don't think, right? Not men as in the male of men, right? But the species, the entire human race. People do not think. And what he's saying with that is that we think about a million things without focusing on one thing. And that's why you don't think. Because if your mind's everywhere, your mind is nowhere. Focus everywhere is focus nowhere. You can imagine trying to juggle 10 businesses at once, right? Trying to juggle, you have to go to that business, then back to this one, then that one, then that one, then that one. And all the time you spent running around, right? All the time you spent running around, your focus has been nowhere. All that time you spent running around, you can't actually go out there and level up. Because your focus, right? Your focus is spread. And as I said, focus everywhere is focus nowhere. You're not focusing on something. Compared to you putting focus on one business, what do you think is going to happen? Your business is going to go to the next level. Your business is going to grow with you focusing on one thing, okay? So I want you guys to remember this, right? I want you guys to really remember this, because this is the real right here. I'm giving you guys the real right here, okay? Now, when you have something as a desire, there is a lot of thinking, right? There's a lot of thinking about something, okay? You think about it all the time. That's when you know something's a desire. When you're thinking about it, there's a lot of speaking about it. You're going to be speaking about it all the time, right? And because you're speaking it, you're going to be hearing it. As I'm speaking to you right now, I'm hearing what I'm saying. It's going through my ears, so I'm hearing it. And that adds fuel to the desire when you're hearing it all the time. So let me break this down for you. Let me break down the whole shebang on how all 10 of you guys are going to go chairman, right? Diego, Rohan, Indiana, Jay, Joe, Linton, Naquan, Lydia. I'm going to break down and give you guys the real on how chairman will be done, right? So we're having this desire, Chairman 10. We need to be thinking about Chairman 10 all the time by surrounding ourselves with the signs, right? We see the signs of us going Chairman 10. We see the private jet we want. We see the islands that we want. We see the cars that we want. I love what Rohan done. He's got his background as that house that he's gonna get. It's already done, brother, right? He's seeing it. Because if you can hold it in your mind, it is done for you in the physical. I say this, if you're a chairman in your mind, you'll be a chairman on your grind, right? If you can hold it up here, when it comes to the physical, it's gonna come out anyway, right? So you have to see it. You have to think it. Because if I see something, what does it do? It evokes a thought. Now you gotta use your 5 senses to get to the next level. If I smell something, I remember every time I was around David Emenitier, I would love his perfume, right? His aftershave, his Baccarat Rouge. Every time I was around him, right? You can smell this. I don't know if it's wrong, but you know my smell, right? Yeah. My smell, right? Now I said to myself, I said, I'm not going, until I go Chairman 10, I'm not gonna buy that bottle of perfume. I said it. I had money to buy it, but I said, until I go Chairman 10, I'm not going to buy that aftershave. So what happened? It became a burning desire. I was obsessed with it. I thought about it all the time, right? So when you smell something, it evokes a thought. When you taste something, that jerk chicken, it tastes nice, right? You taste something, it tastes nice, right? When you feel something, this level feels nice, it evokes a thought, right? When you see something, that looks nice, that person is attractive, it evokes a thought, okay? And when you hear something, that music, that song sounds good, it evokes a thought. So what did I just say? Hearing, seeing, feeling, smelling, tasting, your 5 senses. You got to raise the desire of your 5 senses. So Lydia is hanging around with a chairman right now. What do you think is going to happen with her? She's going to go chairman.
Chairwoman!
No, we know it's already done. Why? Because there's so many people in Birmingham that could be with me right now, but she's been the one that said, you know what? I don't care if it's 12:30. It's 12:40 in the UK right now. She said, I'm going to stay in Birmingham and I'm going to be around the chairman on the training so I can get this firsthand. I don't want to be on the screen. I want to get this firsthand. I want to understand how this man thinks so I can take his brain and put it in my head and boom, chairwoman's done. So don't be surprised when you see her flyer dropping.
Soon.
Period.
We there.
There you go, right? Don't be surprised when you see her flyer dropping. Why? Because she spent more time with someone that has the results that she wants than you did.
Yeah.
So don't be surprised when it happens. That's why I don't understand people. People are upset, you know, oh, why did this person go chairman and I didn't go chairman? Did you spend enough time with a chairman? Did you even spend as much time with a chairman as that person that just went chairman did? Because if you didn't, then why are you upset? Why are you mad? Right? They just did what you didn't do. And that's what humility is, guys. Before I get back to where I'm going, humility is not a birthright. Humility is not something you're born with. Humility is simply finding someone that has the results that you want and just doing everything that they do. So David Amanite, my personal mentor, he has the results I want. So whatever he tells me to do, I do it. Now let me tell you something about me and David, right? Me and David speak. He mentioned Birmingham one time. And that evoked a thought. And I said, you know what? We're on that type of frequency where if he says Birmingham, I'm going to actually go out there and go to Birmingham. Where am I right now? I'm in Birmingham. Look how powerful that is, right? He spoke to me one time. He said, listen, if you're just doing, you know, physical meetings, how are you going to go business in Birmingham? How are you going to go business in Scotland? He mentioned various places. So guess what? I made it a mission to go out there and build my business in these places because there's signs. There's signs. Right? You look at the word signal. If you're driving a car, you need to give signals. You're going left and a signal, you're going right. You look at that word signal, in the word signal, you have signs, right? You have the word sign in signals, okay? So you need the right signals, okay, family? So I'm picking up on these signals and I'm running with them, right? When I'm seeing my flyer for Chairman 25, I'm picking up that signal and I'm running with that signal, family. Okay, guys? So now let's get straight into it. Let's get straight back to it, right? So I've got some more gems for you. Okay, so when we have a desire, we're thinking about it, we're speaking it, and we're hearing it. I'm thinking about my goal when I'm seeing it, right? So that evokes my thought. When I see my goal, I speak it. Whenever I see my goal, I speak it. I say, I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm a Chairman 25. We've adopted that saying from Bob Proctor that I'm going to talk about. Right, family, you want me to tell you something special? You want me to show you something special? Look at my alarm, right? Every hour on the hour, what does it say? I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm a Chairman 25 with 25 Platinum 1000. Every time I hear this alarm, I've made it a mission to go out there and say this out loud. I say my goal out loud every time I hear that alarm. Every time the alarm goes off, I say, boom, I'm so happy and grateful now. I'm on time to win. I'm a Chairman 25 with 25 Platinum 1000. So I'm thinking about it when I hear the alarm. I speak it because I made it a mission to speak it out. And because I spoke it, I heard it. And that's why you have to be around the right environment. You have to be around people that want what you want. You see, Lydia wants what I want. So we're together because there's not going to be no conflict there. She wants to go chairman. I want to create chairman. All we're going to do is speak about chairman. We're going to be thinking about it, speaking it, and hearing it in harmony. Boom. It's going to be done. It's already done. Right? So now let's check this out. So we've now adopted the affirmation from Bob Proctor saying, I'm so happy and grateful now that you are your goal. So you need to identify what your goal is, right? Your goal should always be the next level. So if you're not a Platinum 150, that should be your goal for now, right? Now, once you achieve Platinum 150, you're going to move it to Platinum 600. Now, when you achieve Platinum 600, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, 2,000, 5,000, 5,000, Chairman 10, right? Now you're at Chairman 10, 25, 25, 50, 50, 100, and so on, to 750, right? Now, guys, you guys got to understand how powerful that is. I remember speaking to David. He said, you know, some people, they want to go chairman and they're not even P150. You've got to celebrate the small victories on the way to the big one. You can't just celebrate the big victory all the time and, you know, dismiss the little victories. They all add up. The small victories give you momentum to get to the next level. But if you're not really acknowledging what you've done to get the achievement, you're not going to be grateful, right? So we've adopted that saying, I'm so happy and grateful now, okay, that you are your goal. Now you're thinking it when you see that goal, right, on your signs or you're hearing it on your alarms. You're speaking out loud, okay, and now you're hearing it because you said it. Now that's what creates a feeling. Let's get into the feeling now. That's what creates a feeling, right? That's what creates a feeling. Now, another word for your feeling is your frequency. How do you feel? Your vibe is your frequency. You feel good, your energy is good. That is your frequency, family. Now check this out. Your feelings are whatever you're frequently thinking about on your frequency. Wow, right? Your feelings are whatever you're frequently thinking about on your frequency. You guys get what I'm saying? I'm going to say that one more time for you. Your feelings are whatever you're frequently thinking about on your frequency. If you're operating on a high frequency, on a high vibration, you're frequently thinking about a higher goal, right? You see, if I'm always thinking about being a millionaire and I'm thinking about it frequently, my feelings, I'm going to be walking like a millionaire. I'm going to be talking like a millionaire. I'm going to be thinking like a millionaire. Now, if someone's on a low frequency, like most people, this is why most people don't think, because they're not thinking about their goals all the time. They're thinking about their current situation. So they don't walk with posture. They don't walk with the attitude of a millionaire. They walk with the attitude of a normal person. That's why they get normal results, right? So that's what creates your frequency. Whatever you're frequently thinking about creates your frequency. Now, you will understand that your goal is operating on a certain frequency. P150 might be at a frequency that you're not at right now. P600 is at a frequency you're not at right now. C25 is at a frequency that right now I may not have achieved that frequency because I'm not a Chairman 25. But the moment I achieve that frequency, it's going to happen. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen faster than you can blink. And I can tell you that because that's what happened when I went Chairman 10. Right? So let's get into this. Okay? Your frequency, right? Now, again, let's get straight into this, right? So your frequency is based on how frequently you're thinking about something, speaking about it, hearing it. Once you attract the right frequency, it allows you to attract what it is you're desiring. Let me break down that quote for you. Your frequency is based on how frequently you're thinking about something, speaking about something, and hearing it. So if I'm frequently thinking about my goals, speaking about my goals, and hearing my goals, that's what's gonna be, that's my level of my frequency. And once you get on the right frequency, right, that frequency of Chairman 10, that frequency of your goal, you're going to start attracting what it is you're desiring. You see, as I said, your goal is at a certain frequency that you get on, and how you get on that frequency is by you thinking about it, speaking it, and hearing it, right? Now, the attraction will happen, right, of you attracting that goal through people, situations, events. Things will conspire in your life for your own good. Now, what did I say? I said, I went from Platinum 2000, the 1st of April, to Chairman 10 in 1 month. Because my frequency went to Chairman 10 in that month, at the beginning of that month. So it didn't happen in one night, but it would happen at the beginning of the month. So guess what? I started to attract the right people into my life. I started to attract the ladies into my life. I started to attract the right people. I started to attract the right situations, right? I started to attract the right freeway calls. I started to attract the right presentations. I started to attract the right people that I'm prospecting on Instagram, right? Why? Because every time I done a phone call, I was looking at my goal. I was looking at Chairman 10. So guess what? Because I'm looking at Chairman 10, it's like that person is coming into my business, they're going to help me assist to that goal. But before that, I wasn't looking at Chairman 10 all the time. So I was signing up people, but they weren't on that right frequency. They weren't on the frequency. But it wasn't them, it was me. I wasn't on the frequency, right? You attract what you are, okay? So check this out. When you constantly see something, it gets the desire in your heart. The Bible says this. It says, he will give me desires of my heart, right? It says that in the Bible. So what we simply have to do through my 5 senses, thinking it, speaking it, hearing it, smelling it, feeling it, all the things I just spoke about, right? You now need to get that into your heart, okay? That's how you get into your heart. I just showed you how you get into your heart, okay? And it's already done. When you understand that it's already done, that's going to put you on that frequency. But you must do it frequently. Now, guys, you have to say, I'm so happy and grateful now. Now, I am a Chairman 25, or whatever your next goal is, you have to say that frequently, all the time, every hour on the hour, every time you see your goals, you have to say your goals frequently to get you on the right frequency to attract your goal. Now, you look at most successful people, what are they doing? They're saying their goals again and again and again and again. Again and again and again and again, right? I remember meeting Austin Godsey for the first time. He said, people, they want to watch Netflix for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours a day, but they can't say their goals for 10 minutes in a day. That hit me. I said 10 minutes in a day. You see, guys, it's not the big things that you're not doing. You're doing all the work. It's the little things. It's the small things. Because in life, it's the easy things to do that are easy not to do. It's the simple things that are simple to do that are also simple not to do, right? So sometimes it's these little things of you saying your goal over and over and over again. And that's what gets the desire into your heart. So basically, in a nutshell, what you have to do is get what it is you're desiring into your heart. And the moment you have it in your heart, it's already done. If the Bible can say that about your goals, and I'm pretty sure it says that in many other good books as well, right? It doesn't matter what religion you're in, but I'm pretty sure it says when something gets into your heart, it's already done. If you believe into the universe, it says the same thing through law of attraction, right? You constantly think about, having a spouse, you're going to attract the spouse. Why? Because it got into your heart. The thought got into your heart. If you constantly think about having a Lamborghini, you get the thought of the Lamborghini into your heart. Your subconscious, right? You've heard that? The subconscious. Whenever something's in your subconscious, you start to see it all the time. You start to hear, if I get a Lamborghini in my subconscious mind, that's what creates your reality, right? So if I now have the Lamborghini in my subconscious, which again could be another word for your heart, you start to see it all the time and you attract it into your life. So it says it in many different forms. So the key for you is to get that desire in your heart. Now, let's really go into the skill, and we're going to do this really fast, right? The moment you have a desire in your heart, the skills, the actions, the work, the activity, the consistency, right? You're going to naturally do the work, right? You're going to develop the skills because you have the desire to do so. Because you have the willpower, because you have the motivation. You have the motivation to do so, so you're going to go out there and do it. Because the desire is there. But sometimes you guys wake up out of bed and you can't get out of bed because the desire is not there. Because it's not in your heart. You can imagine if you're seeing your goal everywhere, you have to get up. In my house, I've got my goal everywhere. I have to get up. I can't just sit in bed looking at my goal. I feel like a failure because I haven't achieved it. So you have to get your desire in your heart. Okay? Now again, if you have the desires for something, the body will always follow the mind. Remember that and write it down. The body will follow the mind. And whatever it takes to achieve the goal that you have in your mind, your body will do. Whether it takes 2 hours sleep. Right? I'm in Birmingham. I remember a couple of days I slept for 2 hours. Right? Because my mind is so focused on something. My mind is so focused on a mission, I will do whatever it takes. Right? I'll do whatever it takes. Okay, family? So let's keep going. Right? Now, when I do the work, okay? When I do the work, because I've said that affirmation, I'm so happy and grateful now. Because I'm seeing the signs, I'm seeing my goals everywhere. When I do the work, I make the right phone calls, right? Because I put the word out. I can't make the wrong phone call. Because I said I'm so happy and grateful I'm a Chairman 25. When I make that phone call, it's going to be for someone that's going to assist us to get into Chairman 25 as an organization. Okay? Now let's check this out. Right? When you do presentation and you close the whole room, it's because you put the words out there and you're going to get the right people started in your business. But here's the thing, people don't say their affirmations. You got to start your day with intention. You got to start your day saying your affirmations because you're putting the word out there, right? And it's like this. I use the example like this. If I have an orange ball and I throw my orange ball and I want my dog to go and get the orange ball and come back, it's going to come back with an orange ball. It's not going to come back with a green ball. It's not going to come back with a blue ball. It's not going to come back with a tree log because I threw an orange ball. That's the same thing with your word, family. All right? Your word is like you're throwing it out there, and whatever you throw out, the universe will give back to you. Just like me throwing an orange ball, the dog is the universe. It's going to bring the orange ball back to me. So what are you putting out there? What words are you speaking? Are you speaking about your goals all the time, and that goes back to your desire? If you're constantly thinking about it, you're gonna start speaking about it, right? So what are you speaking about? If you're speaking about your goals nonstop, guess what? You're gonna be saying it, it's gonna be coming back. Saying it, it's gonna be coming back. Saying it, it's gonna be coming back. So you're gonna do the right phone calls. You're gonna do the right meetings. You're gonna go, I was just in the shopping mall and a guy came and started speaking to me. This guy is one of the most well-connected people in the whole of Birmingham. And he said, I like your style, I like your vibration. Straight away. I attracted that, right? Why? Because I'm speaking my goals. I'm seeing my goals. So I'm attracting the right people into my life that can help us level up, right? So you guys gotta understand that. When you say your affirmation, it's sending the word, right? That go fetch, right? So you have to say your affirmation so often, because when you say it, check this out. The Bible says this, his word will never come back void, right? His word will never come back void. Now, if we're created in a form of God, right? If we're created in his image, that means my word won't come back void either, right? If we're created in his image, my word won't come back void either if his word doesn't, right? So that's why you have to make sure you're listening to the right information, because then you're going to be speaking the right information. You have to be plugging into calls like this, so you're speaking the right information. You look at the word world, we all live in different types of world, right? You create your world. You create your world. How you see life, your outlook on life. If you got a positive, mental attitude, doesn't matter what bad situation comes up in life, you're going to see it as positive, right? You're going to see it as a positive situation. Now check this out. You take away the L in word, in world, what word do you have? Word, right? You take away, if we look at the word worlds, and you take away the L out of worlds, you have words. So your words create the world that you're living in. I want you to understand that. So if you're in activity mode, you have to be in activity mode. You have to be doing the work. You have to be making the phone calls. You have to be doing the presentations. We do 3 presentations every day, minimum, every day. So we're doing the presentations, right? Now, if we're in activity mode, right, and our desires are there, we're thinking, speaking, hearing it, right? We're frequently saying it. We're creating what it is that we want, right? Because guys, you guys gotta understand that if the desire is not there, you won't do the work, right? And it takes discipline to develop your desires. But you've got to do the work once the desire is there. If you want to win, you're gonna have to work. It's the only way. Now, that's the skills. And if your desire is there, you're gonna be doing the prospecting, the 3 Ps, prospecting, presenting, promoting. If your desire is there, you'll run through a brick wall for what it is you're thinking about. So it doesn't matter how big the task at hand. If I say message 100 people on Instagram, you're gonna go and do it. If I say do 3 presentations a day, you're gonna go and do it, because your goal is there and your goal is in your heart. And as I said, right, the body follows the mind. Okay, let's start talking about believing now, right? And this is the last thing we're going to talk about, faith, because you need faith, right? Faith is so important. Now, there's this quote, and it says this, right? He said, there's no difference between right or wrong, but believing makes it so, right? So when I was broke, I believed I was a 6-figure earner. When I was 16, I said I'll be a 6-figure earner. Right? Now, when people say, oh, he deserves to be a 6-figure earner because he's so young, well, I believed it, so it happened, right? People say, oh, he's so young, I'm 35 and he's only 22, he's chairman 10 and I'm 13 years older than him, I'm more experienced than him. I believed more than you did, right? There's no difference between right or wrong, but believing and thinking makes it so. Shakespeare said that. That's a quote from Shakespeare. So you guys gotta understand, what do you think about when you see yourself? Do you see a chairwoman? Do you see a chairman? Because what you think about will come about. What you believe, it will come into your life. So if you're not even believing something, then it's never gonna get to that point anyway, right? And if you look at it, people, they tend to believe that, they're not the best version of themselves. They're so in other people's business. They're not thinking about good things. They're not even thinking about themselves. They're concentrating on what that person's doing or what that person's doing. And 9 times out of 10, it's negative energy. So you got to be really thinking about yourself. You got to be believing in yourself. right? Now, again, guys, success is 90 to 99% spiritual, 10 to 1% physical, right? You have to develop your belief, right? And if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So you need to make sure you have that belief. And I don't mind whatever religion it is. I don't care if it's Islam. I don't care if it's Christianity. I don't care if it's Buddhism. You need to believe in something. Because when you believe in something, you understand in the grand scheme of things, you're so small when you believe in something. When you travel the world and you see that God's created, you know, these massive mountains, right? The massive oceans, when it's just you looking out at the ocean. I remember when I was 17 and I went on a cruise for the first time and it was just me and the ocean. And I understood I'm so small in comparison to everything. And when I understand how small I am in comparison to everything, but God still loves me and God still created me, guess what? I'm going to understand that whatever my goals are, they're so small too. You see, if God can create the universe, he can allow there to be 500 people in my business. If it's not impossible for him to create mountains that are so high, if it's not impossible for him to create a whole universe outside of Earth, if it's not impossible for him to create oceans that are deeper than you can even imagine, right? If it's not impossible for him to do that, then why would it be impossible for him to allow you to get to Chairman 10? You got to ask yourself, are you believing for Chairman 10? Do you really want Chairman 10? Are you desiring Chairman 10? When you get your desires there, your belief there, you're doing the work for it, God will give it to you. Of course he will. It has no other option but to turn up. Right? So that's why believing is so important. That's why you have to go out there and believe. Because it really puts things into perspective. And there's something about realms. You know, you got the physical realm, you got spiritual realms. Trust me, there's realms. Right? There's realms. Okay, family? Now, we got to look at it this way. When you operate in the spiritual realm, okay, when you operate in that spiritual realm, you understand that whatever you want in the physical realm is done. And that's why I always have to give glory to God. I don't really mind if it offends somebody. But I know there's somebody that needs to hear me giving glory to something because they're going to think, hold on, if it can work for him, it can work for me too. Right? But here's what I've seen God take away glory from so many people because they start to claim it themselves. They start to say, I went Chairman 10. I went Chairman 25. I went Chairman 50. I did it. And the moment you did it, God will just take it right back. That's when your business starts to do the moonwalk. The moment you start to confess, the moment you start to give glory, that's when God will give you everything, right? That's when he will give you everything. But if you start to claim that you've done everything, it's going just like that. That's why you always got to stay humble. You got to be grateful. You got to be grateful for the little things. You got to be grateful that you're alive right now. You got to be grateful that you're living. Some people didn't wake up today. You woke up today. That's how you start off your day. You start off your day with love and gratitude. Everything operates on a certain frequency. And the only way you become one with something, here's a quick nugget for y'all, right? Is by becoming one with it. You have to become one with it. And how you become one with it is through love and gratitude. You have to spread love. I challenge you on this call. 3 people that you're not speaking to right now. 3 people, and you're thinking of their names right now. 3 people that you don't like. 3 people that have done you dirty. 3 people that have stabbed you in the back. Just go and spread love with them. Go and say hello to them. Go and forgive them. Go and say you love them. If you got a grudge with someone right now, go and let them know that you love them. As I said, success is 90 to 90% spiritual. And if your spirit isn't right, how do you expect to get to the next level? That could be the thing that's holding you back from the next level, right? Because you haven't forgiven that someone. And when I say forgive, it doesn't mean you have to be pally or best friends with them. But when you forgive someone, it's taking that burden off your heart. And as I said, when you take the negative stuff away from your spirit, God can now put more blessings onto you. God can't put blessings onto you if you haven't got the space for the blessings. You have to go and spread love. You have to show that you're grateful, because the only way you can receive more is by being grateful for what you have right now. Okay? And before we wrap this up, I'm going to really show you guys the power of believing, right? You know, as I said, you know, I'm very authentic, I'm very real. I like to show people visual representations of how my business looked, right? When people would choose not to believe, I believed when people would choose not to believe. When I was going through the hardest of times, I decided to continue to go. I decided that I'm going to believe. I'm going to show you guys my back office, right? I'm going to show you guys my back office. Okay, family, check this out, right? So you can see, where are we here, right? So you can see, let's look at the 31st of March. I went from Platinum 5000 to Platinum 2000. Many people would give up at that point. You know, their team drops a little bit, things aren't going the right way, they can't really see the goal, right? They can give up. Now let's look at it this way. I want you to remember this date, the 1st of April, Platinum 2000, okay? My volume was 31,535, right? I'm gonna calculate that for you guys that don't know. That's 216 people that were in my business, right? 216 people in my business on the 1st of April, okay? Now look at this. I put the signs up. I started to believe. I put the goals everywhere. I started to see it, think it, speak it, say my affirmations all the time. Check this out, right? You're gonna see, we went up to 33,000, 34,000, 35,000, 35,000, 34,000, 35,000, 36,000. I'm believing, I'm speaking, I'm saying, I'm praying it. 38,000, 40,000, 42,000, 44,000, 45,000, 47,000, 48,000, 51,000. From the 1st of April on 31,000 to the 20th of April to 51,000. In the space of 20 days, my business went up 20,000 in volume. That's 1,000 a day. All right? 51, I still believe. 54, 56, 61, 65. In 2 days, my volume went up 10,000 in volume. In 2 days. Right? Still believing. 65,000, 64. The numbers went down, but I still believed. I laughed. When the numbers went down, I laughed because I knew the next day it's going to double. Right? 64, 67, 69,000, 72,000. Right? 77,000. Boom. 1 month later, Chairman 10. On the 1st of May. Now, I want us just to retrace a little bit. The 1st of April, we were Platinum 2000. I could have given up. I could have been that guy that turns around with that pot of gold. But guess what? I continue to go. I said, when my back's up against the wall, I fight, right? Now you're going to see that was Chairman 10. What do? We put up the signs for Chairman 25, 80,000, 82,000, 83,000, 85,000, 89,000, 90,000, 92, 95, 94, right? 95, 97, 99, 98, 99, 102, 105, right? That is the power of believing, family. And the story goes on. But that's the power when your belief is there, when your desire is there, when your goals are there. Nothing shall conquer against you when God is with you, right? So family, if it can work for me, if I can be someone that only had 216 people at the beginning of May. Let's go and divide, right? Let's go and let me show you the figures. Okay? From the beginning of April, we had 216 people in our business. From the beginning of April, 216 people in our business. To the end of May, to the 1st of May, we had 758 people in our business. In the space of 1 month, our team grew by over 540 people. Just let that sink in. In the space of 1 month, our team did what it never done before. In the space of 1 month. Through believing. Through having the desires everywhere. Thinking about it, speaking it, hearing it all the time. It became something in my heart. I now was on that frequency of Chairman 10. And I told you, when you get to that frequency, it happens. It happens so fast, right? So we got to that frequency now. And guess what? We started to attract the Lydias of the world. We started to attract the right people in the world, right? We started to attract the right people that can come into our lives and assist us to those goals. But guess what? I was still doing the work for 2 years before that, but I wasn't really attracting the right people because it wasn't a desire for me. So once you get a desire in your heart, that's when things will really go your way. And guys, I know we've been done for an hour now, so it's been a pleasure rocking it with every single one of you guys. I hope I could impact at least one person on this call. If you guys got value from this call, just let me know. Just go in the chat. Just drop a 7 for me if you got value from or some sort on this call, because I need to know that you guys got value. All right, let me see some 7s if you got value from this call. It's been a pleasure rocking with you guys. Right now, it's 1 a.m. in the UK, in Birmingham. It's 1 a.m. Okay, it's 1 a.m. So guys, it's been a pleasure rocking with you guys. I want to say thank you. God bless every single one of you guys. I'm going to hand it over to my main man, right? I'm going to hand it over to my main man, Rohan, and he's going to wrap up this call for you guys. God bless you guys. Take care.
Wow, 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 guys. Oh my goodness. Wow. Talking about literally going the way that this call went tonight. I just can't. Guys, go ahead. I want y'all to all unmute, and I want y'all to give a big 777 in the chat for my boy Montel, Mr. Montel Henson. I'm telling you guys, he went ahead and went completely and just dominated. As I said in the beginning of the call, you got to dominate. You have to. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's about going completely all the way or no way. And you know what? One thing, as you can hear him say, no way is not an option. So he went all the way, guys. I want y'all to go ahead and just say, first off, I'm going to give it back to you, Montel. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Like, you dropped so much